Well, 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 Fantastic Four First Steps test screenings, reactions, call the movie mid and meh. Should we be worried? I told y'all this is how I felt about it. Felt from the trailers, it's going to be mid to horrible to trash. It's the same way I feel about the Superman marketing, their trailers. You know, when you are watching my channel, you are watching my reaction to the gradual marketing of these companies' movies. That's what you're seeing. You're seeing my reaction to every teaser, to every trailer, to promotional posters, pictures, stuff like that, and even news about it. I'm giving you my honest opinion on it. And if you think about it, with all the woking up of this movie and everything else that they've been doing, it doesn't, come on now. You can just hear the elements that they changed and everything that they did. And it's like, why would you think that this movie was going to be successful? You get what I'm saying? So, a public test screening for the Fantastic Four First Steps took place in Los Angeles earlier this week, and more details about what to expect have started finding their way online. It's always best to take feedback like this with a pinch of salt because dozens of people attend these screenings and only a small handful of them feel the need to share their thoughts with certain outlets and reporters. And they're typically the ones who didn't like what they saw. That's right. People talk more about what they don't like than what they like. That is very true. I learned that being in sales and being in corporate America. When people are happy, it's because they expect your product to be good. You're selling it, correct? So they expect it to be good. They don't expect to be taken advantage of. However, people are very loud when you market something and put out a bad product because you're not supposed to put out bad product. You're a multi-billion-dollar or million-dollar business. They expect you to have all your ducks in a row. So that's why you hear about it. So when a movie sucks, people are vocal about it. And the Snyders, the Snyders, Jeff Snyder, for example, previously reported that Sinners had received a mixed response at test screenings, suggesting Warner Brothers should be worried. The movie sits at 97% on Rotten Tomatoes and has made over $340 million worldwide on a $90 million budget. So I would say that has done well. However, Snyder is only sharing what he's been told and has now offered up feedback from the Fantastic Four First Steps test screening. Quote, "My source called it both mid and meh, and not that bad, but not that good either," he explains. Now, when you hear that, studios don't want to hear that. They want to hear excellent, outstanding, Tyrone Magnus, the greatest movie I have ever seen, James Gunn. That's what they want to see, okay? He explains. More concerningly, they said it featured weak character development and bad CGI, though the latter issue will certainly be addressed over the next month. Weak character development. People that are super big on story aren't going to like to hear that. We assume that it will have unfinished CGI like a lot of these films do. But I'm telling you this, every time I've ever seen a trailer and something looked wonky in the trailer, it always looked the same in the movie. People always say, oh, well, no, it's unfinished CGI. All the copesters, that's what I'm start calling them. All the copesters come out of the woodwork. Now, watch, it's going to be great. When we it's like they did with the Superman suit. Well, wait till you see it in the trailer. Watch, it's gonna be great. It's just unfinished special effects in this picture. And we found out it was just as horrible, if not worse, in the trailer than what we saw in the original pictures that were released. Quote, in general, Marvel doesn't do public test screenings unless they're worried. That was the case with Eternals, The Marvels, Ant-Man and Wasp, Quantumania, and Captain America: Brave New World. God, I don't want to be part of these test screenings. Woo! I'm going to give them everything I got. I'm going to tell them everything I like and don't like. They're going to get an earful from me. I hope I get an email. While I initially heard that Marvel was high on first steps internally, they're high off their own farts in Disney, apparently, because they just been putting out anything and everything they swear is going to work. A separate industry source has not seen the finished film himself, has sounded the alarm in recent weeks that the film is a mess and a huge problem movie. You know, I think some people online are truly they truly are the embodiment of fan. You know, fan is short for fanatic. So they truly do think that everything is going to be good. Like, they'll tell you you're not a true fan if you don't like everything that comes out from a particular company. I'm going to look up the definition of fanatic, because if insanity is in there, if delusion is in there, maybe they're correct. Maybe they're correct, you know? Because if being a fanatic involves delusion and just no matter what, it's good, then I guess a true fanatic would see bad and good as good. No matter what. Trash is always going to be good to them. You know what I mean? So, who knows? But that's what makes me think about some of this stuff. With that said, it sounds like Ralph Ineson's Galactus went over well with the crowd, okay, which is encouraging, seeing as how Marvel has had a villain problem as of late, he concludes. That sounds, okay, so this sounds promising, and Marvel Studios has only a couple of months to fix Fantastic Four First Steps. From what we've heard, the movie was scoring 6 to 7 out of 10, excuse me, while the cut shown a very rough visual effects, as in barely 25% finished, which is bound to hurt someone's enjoyment. There's also a far more positive outlook being shared. Trusted test screening insider Viewer Anon says, the general reaction I'm hearing is okay, but it's not a big sample size. A couple of people have said that the first act is shaky, but it gets better once Galactus shows up. Worth noting, I've heard the film is very unfinished, much more than you expect from something coming out in 2 months. Which means the CGI could be wonky. Oh boy. Adding that it sounds cute, fun, and geeky. The leaker pointed out that the Fantastic Four First Steps reactions are more consistently okay, whereas the Superman reactions swing wildly between love, like, didn't like, and hate. Oh, God. We'll see what happens, but Marvel Studios needs a win. You damn right they need a win. You damn right. Comicbookmovie.com. Think about it. Okay? All the things under the woke umbrella are happening in this movie. Under the woke umbrella, they race and ethnicity swap. Correct? Pedro Pascal. Reed Richards is not Chilean, and he looks nothing like Reed Richards at all. Nobody wanted him as Reed Richards, and the rumor is that Kevin Feige said the team was too white. So that's been done, okay? Another thing that's done is they demasculinize men in movies under the woke umbrella. The Thing. Okay, guys. That's how he talks now. He doesn't talk like this anymore. He's not rough. He's not gruff. He's not tough. He's not the muscle of the Fantastic Four anymore. Put some more garlic in the sauce. Ah, perfect. Time to eat. Okay, so he's been softened. Johnny is no longer a womanizer, and he cares about people's feelings. So he's been demasculinized. Next, what do? Everyone has to be a strong boss bitch, right? So, word is, it's all about Sue, okay? And that she is going to be Sue-centric, even though the stories are Reed-centric, okay? Also with her, and under the woke umbrella, they put gender politics into it. There's going to be something going on with Sue. They already said it in an article. There's going to be some gender ideology and politics around Sue in the movie. Okay? And the coup de grace, the female Silver Surfer. And they're saying that they gender swapped the Silver Surfer, right? Now, it's not a true gender swap because, yes, in one issue, she existed, shalabal, all this other garbage. But the fact of the matter is, their reasoning for it was that they didn't want to waste Norrin Radd. Stop it. You already wasted Reed Richards in the Multiverse of Madness. Had wanted to turn him into spaghetti and pop his head. Had him go out like an absolute bitch. While she killed everybody else too. Ridiculous. Stupid. Okay? So you've got all these woke elements flapping when they said that they were going to stop that garbage and start giving us quality. And you expect this to be good? Now, who knows? They may fix everything to a point to where people do like it. I mean, Thunderbolts was garbage, okay? And they woke that movie up, okay? But people were liking it. I told you, it's extremely rare for people to like woke garbage, but it does happen from time to time, okay? 99.9% of the time, it doesn't happen. That's the reason why the whole movie industry is failing right now. There's a reason why all these video games are failing. All these comic books are failing. All these TV shows are failing. It's the reason why. And talk to Bud Light, because it's more than just the movie industry failing. Talk to Target, all right? They need to stop forcing this stuff, preaching to everybody, doing all this dumb ish. Because it's getting to the point where you go to the movies, you see them, you see the boxes checking as the movie continues. You just see it happening over and over and over again. Boy, oh boy. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed my thoughts on this, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. 10 million subscribers. Woo!